Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be discussing Mercury retrograde in 12 signs. How is it going to be impacting you all? A quick video because I'm traveling, as you can see. So I just thought that I will make a quick video. Um Updates, that I keep giving, are very important. And this Mercury is. I've made an elaborate video on Mercury's transit in the sign of Aries. Please go back and watch that video as well. And there's a Parivartana between uh, Mercury and Mars, as you know, that Mercury is in Mars's sign and Mars is in Mercury's sign. So this is a very important one because Mercury is going to be part of the lunar eclipse also that we all are heading to. So to start with, for Aries natives, this is in the first house and being the ruler of the third and the sixth. So you have to take care of your health and communication. Basically, you have to be constantly focused on the communication. There is a lot of commotion around you. You are conveying something, people are going to be thinking something else, taking it otherwise. So be careful about all that. When you are making some documentation, or you're going to be going in for some loans, or maybe you are going to be changing the doctor, so you just be careful about your the treatment that you're getting, the line of treatment that you're getting. So be careful about all that as well. I hope I'm audible. If anybody can just write in the comment section so that I can know. And also, there is a possibility of um, some travel planning, short journey especially. So make sure that your passport, visa, everything is intact. The documentation, as we know, is going to be having some issues. So kindly just let me know if I'm audible. And there is a chance of meeting some potential partner also during this time, if at all you're looking at that. Education wise, initiation of education is possible, but you might be having a back and forth thing because Mercury retrogression does all that is actually part of it for sure. But um, any documentation, communication, starting of anything, you have to redo everything. That is a part of it. But with the eclipses also around during this time, so you have to be a little extra cautious about your mental setup. You will say something, people will understand something else. For Taurus natives, this is the transit happening in your 12th house, and being the ruler of the second and the fifth lord, this is going to be very good for overseas journeys. You are thinking of going in a broader sense now. Your mind is working that way because it's the second and the fifth house ruler. Your children might be moving away from you. It's a good time for uplifting them, but at the same time, you have to be cautious about their choices. They can be that you are not able to help them out the way they are expecting. So just work on yourself better, a little more, and on your financials also. Work on your financials during this time. Lay the foundation, but don't make any hasty decisions. For Gemini natives, it's the 11th house in Caress, and it's the ruler of your, of course, first and the fourth houses. So some you're contemplating on changes now, contemplating the changes related to your work, related to your maybe residence change, but you're now thinking about expansion, investments. But don't do it right now because it might just be giving you some negative results. It's just turned retrograde and I'm traveling, you see. So people, if you are having any kind of travel plans, you can do that as well. And being the 11th house ruler, it might just give you some communication gap with your older siblings, with your friends. You have to be a little extra cautious when you're conveying things to others. Being the ruler of the fourth house in the 12th house, so this is a very good time for starting any education. If you are thinking of expanding your your some kind of expansive energies related to your education, so this is a good time for that. Initiation of anything is advisable. For Cancer natives, this is the 10th house in Grace and being the ruler of the 12th and the 3rd. So again, accolades coming your way during this time. It's not that the Mercury retrogression is always bad, but you have to be a little extra cautious. Whenever Mercury goes retrograde, you have to be cautious about your communication with your, because it's in the 10th house, so with your seniors, with your people at the place of work. You have to be a little extra cautious when you're conveying things to others. Investments also might just backfire, so you have to be very cautious because it's the 12th and the 3rd house ruler. Short journeys, long journeys, planning your journeys, making tickets, all that is also quite possible. Maybe children, are going to be going away from you, or you're going to be getting some overseas assignment also. So go ahead with it, take it up, and maybe you will join, but you have to just, it goes back and forth always. Mercury retrograde brings about all those things, so be a little extra careful about that. And for Leo natives, this is the ninth house transit. You have to do the timestamps because I'll be in the flight after 10 minutes. So for Leo natives, is the ninth house in Gress, and it's the 11th and the second house ruler, the Dhanabhava ruler. So it's a good time for gains, changes. Maybe you're going to be meeting the guru, or you're going to be joining some institute, or enhancing your skills, or something to do with your upliftment of your own thought process. You're going to be working on yourself. You're going to be very now you're going to be getting very much into the depth of the things. You're not going to be doing it superficially. You want to do things in a very meticulous manner, organized manner. So Mercury retrogression is giving you a chance to redo things and revise the things that you have done. So maybe some paperwork, some documentation, etc. You're going to be working through that as well during this time. And your financials, how you can make money out of money. You're thinking about growth. You're thinking about processing your own life well now. It's going to be taking you to another level. You're thinking about a bigger picture now. It's giving you a chance. I'm not saying that you're going to be doing all this, but you're going to be thinking about all that. So just make the best use of it. Mercury turns retrograde. It's time to contemplate, introspect. It's like a revisiting thing. For Virgo, it's the eighth house transit, house of sudden gains, sudden losses. Suddenness is the key for you. Mercury in the eighth house is not that bad, and in retrogression, it's moving backwards, and it's going to be going towards the seventh house. So, meeting a potential partner, maybe you're going to be thinking about growth. You're thinking about future planning, other people's money, and also there is a possibility of uh, you know investments, travels, how you communicate with people, how people look at you. You're going to be working on that. And that's definitely going to help you also to progress in the future. And the kind of potential that you have, you're going to be looking at that also, because it is also the ruler of your 10th house and the Lagnesh, after all, in the 8th house. So you have to take care of your health, of course. And at the place of work, do not convey things very haywire, haphazard way. Maybe you have some paperwork to be done, or anything, communication. Just be more meticulous, be more organized in Mercury retrogression. But you're definitely going to be conversing more. You're going to be communicating more with people. And some kind of latent energies which are there within you, you're going to be just working on them also. You will get to know where you stand, and your mental setup will also start working towards a different line of action now. So it's a very positive time. Not 8,000 grace for Mercury is not bad. Libra, 7th house transit, and ninth and the 12th house ruler. This Mercury is. So, a seventh house transit definitely brings about communication gap with people, investment issues. So, be careful about whatever you're doing. Redo things, focus on the things that you're doing right now: business, partnerships, relationships. Just reevaluate everything. You will definitely be working on yourself more, and this is definitely going to be giving you that chance to assess what the people are saying. And your education, maybe you're enhancing your skills, you're traveling, you're working on your subjects, education. So you're just thinking maybe you will be traveling overseas also, but you have to do the itinerary again, redoing everything. All that is the key for this Mercury retrogression. But definitely it is not a bad thing, to reevaluate things, right? It is going to be giving you that success also ultimately. So go grab it, and the world is waiting for you, because you people have been in your shell, I'm sure. A Scorpio native, 6th house transit, and 8th and the 11th house ruler, this Mercury is. So 6th house in Gress is its own zone. Actually, Mercury exalts here in the 6th house in the natural zodiac, so which is very positive for you for your work, because it's in the trine to the second and the 10th houses also. So this is definitely very positive for enhancing and uplifting of your financials. Maybe you will be working on yourself. You will be doing things on yourself, reevaluating things related to these zones more. And being the ruler of the 8th house, you might be just working on your way to communicate, learning more, and setting some goals now. And being the 11th house ruler, investments, just reevaluate, refocus more, rethink about your investments now, because you might be just doing wrong choices, wrong decisions related to your financials also. For Sagittarius, it's the 5th house transit, and being the ruler of the 7th and the 10th. 5th house transit is good for your children. Maybe your children are going to be thinking of travels, working, or maybe they join a new job, new course, or they are going to be meeting their potential partner. You yourself are going to be meeting a potential partner right now, but you will be thinking about it, whether you want to be in the relationship or you don't want to be in the relationship. Whether in the previous relationship also, now you're going to be rethinking. So don't make hasty decisions. It's not worth it. Being the seventh house ruler, you might just get in touch with your own partner in a very meticulous manner, in a very organized manner. You'll be having a conversation, you'll be striking a conversation, because it's a retrograde Mercury. So this is like, giving you a chance to redo things from the beginning. So you're going to be thinking and doing and putting everything into the right channel. um, and also it's quite possible that you're going to be traveling and for work. Capricorn, this is the fourth house ingress, being the ruler of the sixth and the ninth. So fourth house ingress is good for changes. You're thinking about changing or your place, maybe education initiation, or you're traveling overseas. You're thinking of some kind of growth also. And this brings about a lot of maybe you're going to be changing the doctor, you're going to be meeting the right kind of you're getting the right kind of treatment, but it's not advisable to go in for any surgical process. And travels also might just be back and forth, so make sure that you're doing everything in a very proper manner. Chalk out your itinerary, plan your travels well. And in case you're having any kind of health issues, so take care of your health also. You have to change the doctor for sure, the line of treatment maybe. Aquarius, this is the third house transit for you, and being the ruler of the fifth and the eighth. So this might bring about travels, or maybe back and forth in travels. It might just be giving you some communication gap with your siblings, or siblings are going traveling overseas. Quite possible that you're going to be meeting some people who at the place of work who are very different and new, and you're going to be talking about your work very carefully now, in a very deep manner. The communication has to be very focused. It has to be very, very, you have to be careful about your, of course, how you are communicating with your co-workers. And investments, I would suggest, because it's the eighth house ruler for you. So just avoid making huge investments right now, because Mercury retrograde has to give the results only when you have a Mercury retrograde in your chart also. So see to it, if Mercury is good for you, it's a good planet for you, because Mercury is a good planet any which ways for you guys, because it's a friendly planet. So don't be lazy, don't procrastinate. So this will give you good results only when you are not procrastinating. Also, there is a possibility of planning kids, talking to your children in case you have children, talking to your children in a very different manner, on a different platform, and discussing their issues, problems they're going through. And eighth house, we can say that you will be managing some other people's money also, so that is also quite possible. And coming to Pisces, for Pisces natives, this is the second house in Ingress, and being the ruler of your fourth and the seventh. So this is going to be giving you some kind of financial issues, or you are going to be planning everything in a very different manner now, because it's eclipses time also. So you have to be very cautious, because if you have a weak moon or a weak sun, then this transit will give you issues in your family, or maybe you will have some complications related to your relationships, or your relationship with your relatives and your friends and your business partner also. So be careful about all these things, and you'll be sorted. In case you're thinking of changing your place, so you can do it after Mercury turns direct, but you can look for the house, etc. And if you want to redo everything, so that also is quite possible. All right, stay blessed, everyone. Om Tat Sat.